We're going to find out. In the blue, we have a player who won that last game, or lost that last game, excuse me. I'm Rusty. His ID is...
NS jjakji.
I get my casting mojo back.
Oh, Tasteless, you never lost it.
Ow. Meanwhile, in the upper right, in the orange, a player who Mac who invested in the long game, and it turned out to work. His ID...
Slayer's GanZI.
The winner of this, of course, goes right into the round of 16 of GSL Code S, a prize both players are just desperate to get.
It's packed in here.
It really
Nerds
is,
from all over the world.
That's right.
GSL, the global StarCraft League.
International nerd audience, Tasteless.
Yeah. Now, as you can see, once again, GanZI clearly not interested in covering the ramp. He's once again just got that completely open. I hope that jjakji does not do the, like because this is the map. Well, no, actually, in this version, it's only 2 starting locations, right?
Yeah, you always start
okay.
diagonally on the GSL one.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we won't see jjakji bungle.
Oh yes, Tasteless, you know what it's like to spawn like top left against top right PBT on this map.
Yes.
How fun those 1-1-1s can be.
That's a hoot, man. I just love doing that stuff. Well, looks like they both have a pretty good record on Antigua.
Yeah, Antigua, good map.
Yeah, it's a great map, actually.
It's actually a really fun one. It gets kind of crazy when people are trying to figure out where to take their 4th bases. But
yeah.
anyways,
like, well, I guess I could take, well, especially on the ladder, I guess I'll take the gold one that's dies to everything. But
true.
It is a gold base.
You gotta go for the gold, Tasteless.
Yep.
That's what champions do. All right, so we have GanZI going for this quick tech once again. And in fact, that SCV is hiding really well by jjakji in the, behind the smoke, whatever you want to call that.
It's smoke.
Yeah. And jjakji, on the other hand, looks like he's going to tech up probably into Banshee from here. He went just for a 1-racks expand, no gas. Now getting the double gas right after.
Oh, well, now he knows. The SCV is in the smoke going...
Bad
for his little SCV lungs.
Inside of his suit.
He's smoking a cigarette in his suit, and he's standing in the smoke screen. So now he has a very good idea of what's going on. He says, okay, Banshees.
Yep. And, getting that free Banshee scout is actually pretty awesome, I have to say. If you can actually get a worker in to scout at this time, you just feel like $1 million, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knows how to counter a build like this, if he knows it's coming. And now he does. So the question is, GanZI, do you switch what you're doing here? I don't know. But I think what we're going to see from jjakji is he's going to tech right up into Starport and get a Viking immediately. And that's going to do well against a single uncloaked Banshee.
And he gets the command center very early here. Confident that he's not going to have Marines sent towards him since he knows that Banshees are headed towards, jjakji knows Banshees are headed his way.
Quite true indeed. Looks like it's going to get much more economical. I'm interested to see if he can get any damage done with that Banshee before it is taken out. jjakji's going to have to use his Marines to stall out while he gets his starport up.
Now, would you get a Viking in this case?
Yes.
In Insta-Viking, would you swap with the add-ons first?
No, I would just probably Insta-Viking, to be honest. You want that Viking out. If it's out an extra second quicker and you save 1 more SCV, I think it's probably worth it. So he's going to want to get that out, because the Marines themselves shouldn't be able to kill off this Banshee if GanZI controls it well.
All right, as you can see, the Marines are dying, but that's okay because the SCVs are not being picked off yet.
Yeah, the Marines are not a huge part of jjakji's plan right now. And in fact, jjakji getting blue flame right now. So he's actually not even going to get a Banshee. He's just going straight for blue flame.
I like this this tactic he has where he just snap repairs the SCV that's getting hit.
Yeah. Slayer's Boxer showing us earlier. We have seen it from time to time. It looks like it's gaining some popularity again in the matchup. But this Banshee is actually out of control, man. 12 kills already, 8 SCV kills, 9 SCV kills, and he may as well just target him down. He can't get away. Look at that, delays at depot.
Oh my God.
12 SCV kills. That is insanity. He has taken a strong lead. 30 SCVs for GanZI, 22 for jjakji. Both players going blue flame, by the way. But when both players are going blue flame, man, I got to hand it to the person that has a better economy.
Of course. jjakji. Again, simple math. You just crank out more units.
Yeah. jjakji, though, looks like he's going to go reactored blue flame Hellions. Whereas we don't have a reactor ready for GanZI at all. But he can sit behind his bunker and not take any damage, just he can't really be out on the map.
All right, we have, right now, GanZI in a very defensive position, if you notice. GanZI's saying, I'm in a lead. I'm going to make sure my main is safe. I don't want to get dropped or anything. Now, the command center is exposed over here. Actually, no, it's not. Excuse me. I didn't have a shot of that, but the Hellions are back there. So I like what GanZI's doing. He gets a lead, and he just keeps that lead. Makes it into a bigger lead.
By the way, both players going mech. Good choice for this map. The third base is very easy to take, and whenever the third base is very easy to take in TVT, that normally means that mech is going to be super powered on the map. Yeah. Because you normally want to max out on 3 base when you're playing against a non-mech opponent.
And when they do complete their mech armies, there's going to be a lot of skirmishes in the middle of the map to control that little plateau in the center. That
Whoever
is
controls the watchtower, oh my god, in cross spots, TVT, mech versus mech, that watchtower can be the game. I mean, you're going to guard your opponent from that middle expand. You're going to cut the map in half, have extra vision all the time. You're going to have an extra expand behind it. It's such an important part of the map. All right.
And extra starports. Here, check on your previous screen at the bottom of the expansion, Artosis, of the Terran. No, it's even the blue Terran. What am I saying?
Okay.
Yeah, additional starport down there. We had a shot of it, but...
Well, that's really cool because, you know, when it's going to be a mech versus mech game, a lot of it's going to be Vikings and Ravens. And then, of course, if you can win with Vikings, Banshees can be very powerful unless your opponent goes Thor. GanZI is getting an armory quite quickly. And jjakji definitely going to win the air battle because of that second starport. So a lot of interesting things going on here. Now, let's say for a moment that GanZI just decides, hey, I'm going to add a Thor to my army. That's going to make it much harder for jjakji to do anything.
Yeah.
Much harder.
And that's definitely a thing he might very well end up doing here. He's got this position to basically get away with it.
Yeah. And but don't forget, you know, with the air army being superior early on, this is something that could possibly get jjakji into a position that he wants. Whether that's a position to deny and or harass the third base of GanZI, whether that's the watchtower or whatnot, he is going to have that air dominance that's going to allow his siege tanks to see further right now. And that's important.
Yeah, it absolutely is. We see some swapping over here of tech labs, reactors. It's going to be a little bit of downtime here, guys, to be totally honest, until this game can pick up, because they're both just going to take their thirds early on.
That is right. It looks like GanZI is going to be a little bit quicker. He did get that third command center a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Don't forget that a lot of SCVs were lost for his opponent. So that can always factor into it. You know, you don't have the extra amount of minerals to get up that quick command center and still get the units that you want out.
All right. Now, there is a lot of temptation to take the center here. A lot of temptation. Oop, these Hellions are going to slip by here.
Ooh. Well, nothing there yet.
Yep.
And they will be taken down in a matter of seconds. All right, so right now, their SCVs pretty similar. GanZI just 4 up there. Same number of siege tanks at 3. Same number of Vikings right this second. jjakji is starting to pull ahead, though. And then he also has Banshees, whereas there are none for his opponent.
Note that jjakji is pooling his Vikings, in the bottom left corner of the map.
He's like, well, pooled Vikings are good again't GanZI, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's already learned one thing.
You're right. I guess you're right, they are. And in fact, GanZI, wait a minute, he's getting... Okay, he does have the second starport as well, so that's good. It looks like both of them going to stay pretty even as far as those counts go. As far as their air counts. But jjakji has moved out to the center. Third base mining a bit quicker for his opponent.
Factory about to complete. I'm a little bit surprised that it was jjakji that got the center before GanZI.
Yeah, I think the reason behind that was probably the quicker speed with which GanZI took that third base, and also let's not forget that jjakji went a very quick double starport.
Oh, looks like he wants to move out.
Oh
See
man,
if he
this is going to be a
can get
funny
air dominance. If he gets air dominance.
And point defense drones being thrown out left and right here.
Oh my God, just barely not getting that Raven back there. Ouch.
Wow, that is a crazy battle. All right, so after that, we do have 7 Vikings for each. They both have the Ravens. 2 Banshees against 1, jjakji in the lead there. And now both of them are going to be making a lot of Vikings. And in fact, GanZI pumping out a couple Thors. And that's
smart.
It's very smart. In fact, he's switching over his tech labbed starport for reactored one. So he knows that a lot of this will be fought in the air. And, you know, adding in a couple Thors as well as the additional Vikings are going to allow him to just dismantle.
Man, this is a lot of Hellions. In fact, if you look at the Hellion count here right now. Oh, hold that thought. Taking out so many here.
Banshee's coming down to help out. It's a good move, though, by GanZI, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got to do something. It's really scary once they start to control the center like this.
Yeah.
Because you have to take the long way to do everything.
Indeed, and they're going to oftentimes see you running around. It matters how close you hug the sides, of course.
Yeah. Now he's going to try to sneak around here. No sensor towers or anything. He scans the army, and he sees jjakji on siege.
That's a powerful scan he just did right there. And where's his Thors? His Thors are coming down there a little bit behind, though. He's got to be careful about that. And in fact, jjakji getting into a great position.
No!
Oh, and the Hellion's going to come up.
The Thor volleys, though.
And the point defense drone's being taken out. The Thor's targeting down the Banshees immediately. And that was a bloody battle indeed.
Yeah, there was quite an exchange here. jjakji still, GanZI still has the supply lead by about 10. Do you feel like that these two IDs mess with the format of your brain, jjakji and GanZI?
And in fact, it's GanZI, unfortunately.
It's GanZI, yeah, and jjakji,
which hurts it even more.
All right, so he's going to edge in here. He needs to scan. Nice, just one scan just a little bit earlier there. He's got to be careful of those Vikings.
Yeah,
the Thor's very good anti-air.
He does not want to get hit by too many Thor volleys. They are going to deal a lot of damage. In the meantime, a Viking... I don't know what this is, whether this is going to be a flank or just some harassment. It looks like it's going to be harassment for now.
This is kind of weird.
I kind of like
SCVs
it.
Are
We'll see how
I'm
it
worried
goes.
if he sends his own Vikings over on top of them, then they can't go in the air as easily.
Indeed, and in fact, they are coming, Tasteless, and he does have a Raven as well, so that could make it pretty hard.
I think he might just end up losing all these Vikings, unless I'm mistaken. Oh man, GanZI suddenly did everything wrong. Now see, watch, now he's stuck.
And now the Banshee kills everything. Oh wait, no, the Banshee died. I'm sorry. Oh, ends up landing some of his own and throwing down some auto turrets as well. So GanZI's Vikings will be taken out here. And in fact, the supply is very much closer at this point.
I gotta say, very disappointing last few moves here from GanZI.
Yeah, GanZI seems to be panicking just a little bit because of that center being taken. As we said before, that's such a point of contention on this map in TVT. But hold on, he has a lot of Thors down here, and the Siege Shanks didn't know this was coming, so they are all out of position. jjakji right now unsieging, and in fact, GanZI should turn around. His army cannot take a flank from what jjakji has right now.
He needs to turn around right now. He's overextended himself immensely. Whoa, it's like we finished each other's sentences at the exact same time. All right, so.
Well, GanZI, I'm sorry, buddy. This isn't going to work out for you.
This is not going to work. He's going to close the SCV's hitting the Siege Tanks hitting the Thor, and that is going to be the end of that push. And, I mean, the game's not over, but damn, I mean, jjakji is...
I tell you, man, that was
not looking good right now.
That was kind of brutal right there. Yeah, but yeah, it's not quite over. They both have similar SCV counts. jjakji has way more Siege Tanks, though, and that's really what matters.
He does have, GanZI did take the center again. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all.
Maybe that was his plan, you know, but the thing is, he has 8 Siege Tanks against 17. Right now, jjakji just needs to keep up his Siege Tank count as well as his Vikings, and he should be pretty fine. Still harassing.
Actually, nice harasses here.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, I think jjakji's actually sort of falling apart. Well, he's like moving around the map with his Siege Tanks. He's not really dealt with his harassment very well, as you can see here. Siege tanks still have not managed to try to control the center. I don't know.
Well, you know, GanZI is actually being a little bit more aggressive than he should be. jjakji's siege tanks still beat that army that he has out there.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. And he is definitely going to turn around. Nice.
GanZI holding the center still, has some missile turrets up there, and a single siege tank that has a grand total of 13 hit points. He scans it and does not choose to move up there.
I was wondering about that.
Well, GanZI going to get into position. He's like, oh, I can still stay up here? Thank you.
You know, it's actually very difficult for jjakji to take any other location right now. He can't take that one near the center. Certainly can't take the upper left one. Hellions are controlling that right now.
Yeah, man, this center area is just so important. That watchtower is so powerful on this map.
All right, he's going to try to edge in here.
Well, he's got so many siege tanks, he might just attack move through somewhere, man.
Also note that the +2 upgrade is here for GanZi's army. +1 attack here for
Yeah, remember the landed Vikings killed off the armory, and I don't know if he rebuilt it, actually. And in fact, no, he never did rebuild it. So that was definitely a mistake by jjakji. He needs to get that again. The longer this game goes, the more important those upgrades are going to become. And in fact, at this point, GanZI has kind of taken the map and gone into super macro mode. This guy seriously macros, like, he's one of the best macros in the world right now. There's no question. I mean, look at this. He's up maxed out. He's got a quadrillion, but
if you have children in the room, cover their eyes now.
Especially if they don't like blue.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, that's a lot of siege tanks still, man. That is a lot of siege tanks indeed. And, oh, my God.
Oh, he should not have done that. He should have parked those in the back.
Yeah, that's a lot of dead Hellions.
All right, well, he's still continuing to macro up like a god.
Yeah, he's keeping that supply number right up there. And, in fact, that bottom right main base is so important. He's trying to take an additional base in the top left as well. Man, that was a lot of Hellions he lost, but trying to decide.
Let me check the siege tank number right now. 23 to 10.
Yeah.
9 now.
So jjakji's still with a vastly superior army, even if he's down in supply. A lot of the macro that we're seeing here are these Hellions.
And the Hellions are just coming here going to do more damage to SCVs, which makes these siege tanks so important to not lose here for jjakji. He has to keep those siege tanks alive. In fact, the SCV count is 39 for jjakji and 77 for GanZI.
And that, of course, means that the overall army of jjakji, as we've already pointed out several times, is not just a better composition, but bigger in size. He's actually got like a fearsome army. It looks like he's actually just going to attack move through here. And the thing is, it's gonna take the center at the minimum. GanZI right now, I mean, he's sieged up a little bit further back, but losing any siege tank numbers right now is deadly.
Okay, but the Banshees are coming in here. He has a lot of Vikings.
And in
like
fact,
a lot. Check the upgrades on the Vikings, please.
We got +1 on GanZI and +1 armor on jjakji. So it's equal pretty much.
All right, he's chasing him all the way to the corner. I sense that means he's afraid. It's afraid. All right, well, it's pretty clear that Orange is going to win this.
And he's using his SCVs to repair. So smart by jjakji.
Yeah, but unfortunately, just not enough.
Repairing the Banshee, that doesn't help that much. Well, GanZI takes over the ground, and in fact, he saves his bottom expand.
Yeah, GanZi's not going to lose this, I don't think.
Dude, this is actually a crazy game, because let's not forget, still, the siege tank count, 22 to 10. It's a huge deal. But GanZI now, with the air dominance, has Banshees out.
In fact, he's been cornered now. He's going to have to hug at the center of the map here, the center of the three bases.
He just started the armory again, and without Thors, and with lesser Vikings, it's over. GG.
Damn, GanZI really deserved to win that.
Yes, he did. That was super well played. Killing that armory, who'd have thought that was so important? Wow.
That was such an impressive TBT. Talk about a guy who is a problem solver.
That's right. This guy can solve a Rubik's Cube in 27 minutes.
27 seconds. Oh, I get it. The 27-minute game. You're funny. Well, jjakji can't be happy with that.
Well, you know, he has to win again, that means.
He's not
already in the round of 16.
He's not in the clear just yet.
Sayers Boxer has a huge smile on his face right now, having his teammate, one of his disciples, getting through immediately. That means that Boxer doesn't have to knock him out on his way to victory.
Yeah, no drama like that where it's like, oh, I had got farther, but I killed my teammate in the process, and now his dreams are crushed. So we're going to go on to
a break, and then Sen versus Boxer. I think that's a match everyone really wants to see tonight.
That's going to be cool.
It's going to be pretty wild.
As good as Slayer's Boxer is, I could see Sen winning this.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see Sen winning this.
Here's the thing, though. If Sen wins, we saw how jjakji just tore his arms and legs and then his head off in set number 1, man. Like,
yes.
It was gross. jjakji, ripped off the head of Sen, spit in his neck, put the head back on, and sewed it up because he's that good. And then Sen was just like, oh, did someone spit in my neck?
So now, I don't know, man. Slayer's Boxer, he plays so well sometimes, but I feel like against these just very consistent, solid players like a jjakji or a Sen.
Well, those are going to be the hardest ones.
They're the hardest ones for him, yeah. He's
reflects better
that.
Matched up against someone else.
We are going to go take a quick break. When we get back, we will have Slayer's Boxer versus Sen, so stay tuned here at the GSL.